Well, thanks for having me, Joe. Thank you for the debate. I really appreciate it. I know he's going to attack me for being a rubber stamp of Joe Biden. I know he's going to attack me for voting with him 98% of the time. I know he's going to say I'm terribly ineffective. I hope that tonight you've heard that none of that is true, and I would like very much your support for the Senate. I believe very strongly that I don't have a timer here.
It'll start at 1 minute.
Okay,
you have
thank
2 minutes, sir.
That our democracy is very fragile, that our democracy is at risk, that we have had an economy for 50 years that's benefited people at the very top like Joe O'Dea and has not benefited working people. And I think when people lose a sense of opportunity, that's when candidates like the one Joe O'Dea supported twice show up and say, I alone can fix it. We don't need a democracy. We don't need the rule of law. We should expect our public sector and our private sector to be hopelessly corrupt, as it was when Donald Trump took Space Command away from Colorado. My mom and her parents came to this country after they survived the Holocaust in Warsaw. They were Polish Jews who finally got to the United States, the only place in the world where they thought they could rebuild their shattered lives, and they did. They were able to do it. I've never met anybody with stronger accents than my grandparents had, and they were the greatest patriots I've ever known, not because they thought our country was perfect, but because they thought we could fix our imperfections and they could help us fix our imperfections. And I believe we can do that. We can address the headwinds of a healthcare system that doesn't work well enough for too many Americans, of an education system that doesn't work well enough for too many Americans, of energy policy that has left this country less secure than it should be. But more important than all of that, we have to create an economy in this country again that when it grows for everybody, not just the people at the very top. That's what I will do for you if I go back to Washington, D.C. I think Joe has kind of the opposite view of the work ahead.